Putting wishes in the mouths of the dead, that's pretty low.
Huh?
You can't say what Sarah would want, even if she weren't dead. Yet you go making up handy lies. She would have wanted you to do this. No, she wouldn't want you to do that. That's just plain dishonest.
You want me to apologize? Are you saying Sarah wouldn't have wanted me to save Snow from that hell? You told me to do it in the first place.
Sorry, but I'm special, you see? The rules don't apply to me. Anyway, Sarah's not even dead. And I'm not talking about any of that sweet, oh, she's still alive in everyone's heart garbage. You know?
I don't need you to tell me that. I know she's not gone. I know her soul is here with us. I can feel her presence even now.
Isn't that just what you want to believe? How do you know you're not just too scared to face the truth, clinging to some false idea of hope? You know, you're a lot weaker than I thought you were, sis.
Yggdrasil.
To see you again. I still have those memories, you know? Of when I first met Snow. I was with my mother. Her name was Nora. For a long time, I wanted to kill Snow. I dreamed of plunging a dagger into his heart, whispering my mother's name in his ear. I still remember our first meeting. It didn't go well. Mother was with me. There was a battle going on. She joined Snow to protect me, and then she was killed. I saw it happen. And I blamed Snow. I remember I was angry and filled with rage. I vowed to kill him. But you saved me. You showed me a way out of my anger. Looking back on it now, it's like it happened to someone else. I remember being angry, but I have no idea how that felt. Perhaps it's been too long. Even if we cannot truly see them, I know that souls must exist in some form. How else can we explain what happened back on the wrecked ship between Saz and his son? God is not omniscient. He cannot see into the hearts of people. To him, emotions are a mystery. Only humans can truly know their secrets. Of course, there are many times when humans misread each other too. Like me and my father. For the longest time, we didn't understand each other.
It was Yule who told me. I knew there was something about that chocobo from the moment I first met him. Turns out Odin was reincarnated as the Angel of Valhalla just to help me again.
Reincarnation. I wonder, can creatures with souls choose to be reborn? Can they choose when and where? Or is it all up to fate?
Odin finding me was no coincidence, and I believe Sarah will be reborn and that we'll meet again when she is. Even if I can't see her now or talk to her, I know she wants to see me again. She has to.
If we get this open, we'll be face to face with the Clavis at last.
And who knows what else. I wouldn't be letting your guard down just yet.
Like I need reminding. How long do you think I've been out here in the desert?
I'm picking up a huge energy source from within the sacred gate. It's just like Fang said, the Clavis lies before you. It's close. It may have further protections, though. Be careful out there, Light.
Finally made it.
Yeah, we've gone and done it. No way to go but forward now.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's do this. So that's the Holy Clavis. The magic box that'll bring together all the souls of the dead. Damn, can you feel that? It's like some kind of force pushing down on my chest.
There's no question. That artifact is definitely emitting powerful energy. No human could have made this. Not without divine help. Either that or the gods themselves made it.
Hope, fill us in. What's happening?
It's the Seculars. They're close, and they're armed. I'm sorry. They must have been hiding in the chaos.
It's fine. Forget about it. Fang, it looks like Seculars have already...
Sorry about this, Vanille.
Fang! What are you doing? This is what you've been looking for.
I'm not letting anyone else have it. If Vanille uses this damn thing, she'll die.
What do you mean?
Damn this thing! It's a bloody curse! Yeah, purify the dead, put them to their eternal rest. All it'll take is the life of a saint. Vanille is dead set on going through with it. She'll martyr herself to the past and then... You bastards want to take it from me?
No!
You have done an admirable job. The Sacred One will doubtless be pleased. Allow us to thank you on her behalf. Get the Holy Clavis!
You call her the Sacred One, but you're the ones who want her to die! That ceremony is not gonna happen!
Hear this, heathen! You insult the Order of Salvation, and in doing so, you blaspheme our Almighty God! God's judgment be upon you. May you repent with your death!
Don't get your hands on the Clavis over my dead body. So, Light, you want to lend me a hand?
You're asking now? Let's do it, Fang!
Don't get in my way.
Keep the enemy on his toes. How great is chaos. Time to cut them down. They took the Clavis.
Bastards! Won't open. They must have sealed it. Damn it!
We're not getting through that way. The sooner you accept it, the better. What's the deal with the Clavis? What does it really do? Doesn't it ease the dead's suffering?
Oh, it eases it all right. See, they get Vanille to summon the souls from out of the chaos with the Clavis. Then destroy them. No more soul, no more suffering.
They're just gonna destroy them all? Does Vanille understand what she's doing?
She knows it, just like she knows it'll kill her. And she just goes on saying she's gotta do it. She says it's the only way to stop the cries she hears, the only way to save them.
And you didn't want to let her die like that. So you tried to get the Clavis yourself.
Yeah, that was the plan. I was looking for it all right, but not to give it to her. To keep it from her. I knew what would happen if the Order got it. Vanille would kill herself, for a lie! So I joined up the bandits here, and watched over the ruins, and as long as no one found it, I could leave well enough alone. Now you see why I came along with you? I had to make sure that the Savior wouldn't hand the clavis over to the Order. I didn't even trust an old friend like you.
That's low. You even doubted your old pal Lightning, spying on her like she was gonna stab you in the back. But I guess it's not so different from the way I spied on you. I had to wait forever to tip those guys off.
You? You're the one who led the Secuitors to us?
Exactly, and without Hope even noticing a thing. Now the Order has their little clavis and they're beating a trail back to Luxarian. I can't wait to see that ceremony, can you? All those useless souls purified forever in return for Vanille's life. Even the soul that was once Sarah, wiped away like it never existed.
When does the ceremony take place?
It'll happen on the last day of the world. When the final bells start to toll across the land, Vanille will face the clavis and begin the soul song.
Fang, Vanille is going to die.
You never did mince words.
And I can't save her.
So, what's your point?
I save souls by granting them what they wish for. If Vanille wishes for death with all her heart, then I have to let her have it. I have no choice.
You're saying you'd let her die?
Yes, if she doesn't change her mind. I can't do it for her. You are the only one who knows how she feels. The only one who can save her from her darkness. You always have been.
All right. I get it. I get it, Vanille. You hear me? We're in this together, until the very end.
The magic that was sealing the door is fading away now. You could try to chase them, but the clavis is halfway back to Luxarian now. It's safe in the Order's hands. Light, there's really no need to panic yet, though. They can't complete such a complicated ceremony on any day they choose. It'll have to be on a specific day.
I learned about the Soul Song, the real truth of it, back when I was with the Order in Luxarian. They wanted us to think it was this great thing, gonna save the dead. But then I learned that it would kill Vanille.
Why didn't you try to run away together?
I wanted to. Believe me, I tried reason, guilt, even brute force. But Vanille, well, she wouldn't give an inch. She said she was going to do it, whether it killed her or not. This is still about her trying to atone for the past. Even the power she has to hear the dead. She thinks it's God trying to punish her. It's been real, Lightning. But now, it's time to go our separate ways.
Got it. Hey, next time I'm in the desert...
You won't see me. The gang's officially disbanded. I've got somewhere else I need to be.
Sounds like we have a date in Luxarian. Good luck, Fang. See you at the end of the world.
Oh, it's you again. Thank you for taking such an interest in my friend's story.
Who wouldn't? A young reporter driven by a passion for truth pursues a major case of corruption, ultimately driving an innocent woman to commit suicide. But the story's not over yet, is it? I'm curious, what happens next?
He was beyond distraught. Nothing could console him. came to realize that the pen really was mightier than the sword. And he had used his sword to punish the wrong person. And then he... I can't continue like this. I just can't. I need to tell you the truth. He... or rather, I... thought death was the only form of penance.
I suspected you may be hiding something.
I apologize. I've been lying to you this entire time. I had no such friend. The reporter, the one who killed the innocent woman, that was me.
I had a feeling. The way you've been telling the story seems to be hitting a little too close to home.
The reporter in me died long ago. I handed in my letter of resignation immediately, of course. Along with my life as a writer, I buried my precious pen. The burial ground is now a storage area somewhere in Old Town. Underneath the dirt lies the tool of my trade, and a part of myself.
So why tell me this now? What's the point in dredging up the past? It can't be easy for you.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know. I guess I've been wanting to tell someone before it was too late. People need to know what happened. As a warning, if nothing else.
Too late? You're not thinking of...
No. I've been dead for a long time now. The day I quit my job is the day I quit being me. That's the day I quit living. You see, I'm as good as dead. I'm nothing more than an empty shell of a person.
Old Town. I found a pen in that same area. I have something that might belong to you.
Oh, you found my pen. During my days as a reporter, I never went anywhere without it. It was a gift from one of my fans.
Doesn't this pen remind you of a time you wanted to help people? When you were still naive, but fiercely determined?
Yes, long ago, when I wanted justice for the world. But I realized my pen is a deadly weapon, and my writing is lethal. I wasn't aware of my own powers. That's what drove an innocent woman to take her life. And that's why I quit my job as a reporter and threw away this pen. Do you know how it feels to have someone's death on your conscience? The only way to make this right was to quit what I love most.
So what did you fix?
Huh?
When you threw away your career and gave up on the world, quit on life, how did any of that help anyone? Did that make anything right? It was just an excuse for you to run and hide from your past.
Then what am I to do? Writing is the only thing I ever knew. But it never occurred to me that my passion could end up hurting those around me. My prized treasure turned out to be a weapon.
The pen can harm people, but it can also protect the public.
You think I should start writing again? I don't know if I could do that. Or should do that.
You should, if you truly want to make things right. You've learned something important, the power and influence your writing has. People grow by learning from their mistakes. It's impossible to forget what happened in the past, but use that knowledge and do what only you can do.
Do you really think I can? All right, I'll do it. Starting over will be tough, but I'll try. You've returned my pen to me, but what's more, you've given me hope again. Thank you. Thank you.
You look really upset.
Yeah, bet you can't guess why.
Don't tell me. You were dumped.
No. I mean, yeah, I guess so, pretty much. We were supposed to go on a date. It was set. I made us a reservation at the Banquet of the Lord. Do you know how hard that was to get?
Being stood up is never fun.
Yeah. Now I've got to cancel it. I can't go alone. Unless, that is, you want to go? Then it wouldn't be a total waste, would it?
Wow, how could I say no?
I know. I'm not good at talking to women. I just wanted to sit and watch the fireworks together. My girl looking gorgeous in her best dress, the colorful lights reflected in her eyes.
Did you just get asked out on a date? You're not really going, are you?
He wasn't serious.
Are you sure? He might end up in the Banquet of the Lord at a table for two, waiting for you to show up.
This is an announcement from the Record. The author's order. Due to the incident that occurred during the recent performance, all events in the immediate area have been suspended until further notice. Chaos activity is also increasing. Visitors are asked to exercise due caution when on the street.
Are you looking for someone?
Huh? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. My 6 friends.
Did you lose them somewhere in the crowd?
They just disappeared and didn't even leave a feather behind.
Leave a feather? Ah. These friends, are they pet birds?
Pets? Absolutely not. No, we were raised together. Well, you see, the truth is, I'm really a chocobo.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. I was born on a farm out in the wildlands. I was named Primrose after the flower, which is yellow, just like I was. We lived together in a cozy little hutch.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You're saying that you're not human, but a chocobo with wings and yellow feathers.
That's right. Well, I mean, I was. Back on the farm in the wildlands with my 6 friends. But then one day we were supposed to move to a new home in Yusnan. We boarded the cargo train bound for Yusnan, and that's when it came. The chaos, I mean.
You got split up from your friends.
Yes! I haven't seen hide or feather of them since. And the very worst thing of all, somehow I ended up turning into a human.
So that's why you've been going to places where chocobos might gather, searching for them.
I had to do something. I just have no idea where they may have gone. We promised each other we'd always be together no matter what.
Right. Well, if what you say is true, it must be hard for you. I'm sorry.
Could you do me a favor? If you run into my 6 chocobo friends, could you tell them what happened to me?
I really can't tell chocobos apart, but I'll see what I can do. Now you're sure they're not around here?
Oh, yes, I'm sure. They aren't all grown up like the chocobos here. We're still pretty young.
A hunt for 6 chocobo chicks. Hope, is there any way to pinpoint them?
No, not with these sensors. But I can search the city records in case anyone's reported lost chicks. Bingo! Here it is.
Six reports and 6 missing chocobo chicks. Well, at least the numbers seem to match up.
Please help me. I need you to find my 6 friends.
She really seems to think that she used to be a chocobo. The question is, do you believe her?
No, Hope, I don't. I feel sorry for her. Aha!
This little fella is lost? You don't say. Well, if you have to take him back to his friends, it can't be helped. I'm gonna miss him, though.
You found the first chocobo chick.
We're on high alert. You can look around if you're careful.
I found you.
Ah, good, good. I was hoping the owner would turn up. He was a hungry stray, so I've been looking after him and feeding him. But he's all yours now.
Aha!
Wow, seriously? You'll take the chocobo off my hands? What a relief. I found him stuck inside one of the luggage carts. I read every regulation, but there wasn't a single mention of chocobo chicks. But now I can report in the logbook that the lost animal was claimed by its owner. Case closed. Go on, he's all yours.
Light, that's 3 down. You're halfway there.
I hope you can make...
Aha!
Oh, so this little chick belongs to you. In case you didn't know, he's been here for a while. Well, you're safe now. Mommy's here. I bet you can't wait to go home.
That's 4 of them. Only 2 to go.
Why don't we go work with the volunteers? We're trying to...
That's one chick found.
Oh, does this chocobo belong to you? My parents found her, but I don't know where. Brought her home and said they were gonna grill her with salt. So I rescued her before they could. But if you're the real owner, then you should have her. It's only right.
That's 5 chicks. You only need 1 more.
But we can, even if the world is destroyed.
I found you.
Was this little one waiting on you? Because he's been here a very long time. I only know because I've been sitting here for ages as well. The fool I call my boyfriend is late again.
That's it, number 6. You should take the chicks back to where Primrose is waiting. She should be in the Augur's quarter.
I've got some good news for you. I found all of your missing friends.
You have? And all 6 of them? They're safe and sound? Thank you. What human you are! Look, can you see? My friends are saying thank you as well.
You're welcome.
When the first chaos swept us away, I didn't know what to do, so I prayed. I prayed for someone to help me, and that I wouldn't be taken away from my friends.
Don't lose them again.
Oh, I won't, I can promise you that. We're never gonna let that happen again. And now it's time for me to return to my normal form. Thank you, Savior.
Did she really just turn back into a chocobo? How did she do it? Light, do you know what happened here?
Beats me. I'm just as surprised about this as you are. Maybe the person we talked to was just an illusion, created by this little one's desire to be with her friends again.
That Luca girl was there again today. You know, the one who cries to make everyone smile, even though she can't cry.
Miss Mighty Savior.
Here, this is for you. You know, for that job. How many copies? I'm just kidding. I don't ever want to get any of our...
Hi there. You again. You're very persistent. Back for more, I take it?
Here's some money. Take this, and show me what you can do, but don't cry for me. I want you to shed tears for yourself.
What? That's a first. No one's ever asked for that before. Why do you want me to do that?
Frankly, because I think you need it. Don't you think you do too?
I don't know.
Luca, you haven't cried for yourself in centuries. You say you're fine, and that there's nothing wrong. But that's not true.
Why not? Why would I lie?
I believe that your tears help mend people's broken hearts. Hearts that have forgotten how to feel. But every time you help someone, part of your own heart dies a little.
What?
When you talked about the death of your acting coach, you weren't sad. You were smiling. It's as if you don't feel anything anymore. You don't know what it's like to cry for real anymore, do you? Just these fake tears in exchange for a little money. What's become of your emotions?
I still have them, really. I can cry for real. All I have to do is think of the past.
Okay, then show me.
Huh. It's not working. That's weird. It's usually so easy. Huh. Why?
Time has taken everything from you, including a part of yourself. You've forgotten how you used to feel back then.
Stop it! Don't say that! That's not true at all! I remember everything! I remembered I loved him! And to this day, I still do!
Luca, I know. It's okay.
No, it's not. If I can't cry, that means my heart is gone. It means that it's been destroyed. I don't want to believe that. I won't.
I knew you had it inside you, and you proved it.
I'm crying. These tears, they're real.
I can tell. They look pretty real from here, too. I'm sorry if what I said was harsh, but it was for your own sake.
Thank goodness. My heart is okay. It's not broken. Wait. This wasn't your plan all along, was it? To help me realize the past that I'd forgotten? To save me from losing myself?
I just wanted to get my money's worth in tears. After all, I've donated more than enough. Besides, I couldn't just sit back and watch you waste away trying to help others. Someone had to help you.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe that anyone cared enough to help someone they hardly know. Thank you for opening my eyes. I'm going to stop selling my tears. I'm done.
Good.
It's okay to cry because you care about someone, but crying because people pay you to isn't what I want to do anymore. From now on, I'm going to show people my bedazzling smile instead.
To visit all the attractions our city has to offer. Thrills, thrills, light, and magic. Our city has it all. We order you to enjoy.
You came after all. You look absolutely beautiful. You're like an angel from heaven.
I heard this place serves a mean steak.
Yeah, it's delicious, all right. But first, let's watch the fireworks, okay? See? Aren't they amazing? You know, I really want to thank you for coming out with me.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm just here for the steak.
Sure. We're just eating, right? My girl won't get mad at me for that.
Why do you still call her my girl? I thought she dumped you.
Actually, about that, I kind of embellished things. When you saw me looking so blue, it wasn't because I was dumped. See, well, the thing is, me and my girl were engaged to be married. But then she died. It happened so suddenly. I was in shock.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But then you came along, and I invited you out, and you said yes. And you even showed up. I mean, I didn't think you would. You don't know me from Adam. My girl and I had been looking forward to this day for weeks and weeks. She loved the fireworks of Usnan. She said seeing them made her forget about the end of the world. But then, all of a sudden, she was gone for good. I think she guided you here, so I could enjoy the fireworks for us both. It sounds crazy, but it could be true. Stranger things have happened.
Is that you? It is, isn't it? You're the Knight of Light. Perhaps you could help me where others could not.
That depends on what you want me to do. So who are you?
Perhaps you have heard of me and my work. I am the man who uses forbidden alchemy to create the ensorcelled machine. Alchemists investigate the very essence of souls and life, the original natural philosophers. Alchemy is an ancient discipline with many rules and laws. And it pains me to confess I broke one of the most sacrosanct taboos of all.
Look, if it's forgiveness you're after, why don't you talk to the priests?
I seek redemption, but no priest can provide it. Behold, the fruits of my crime, the sorcery machine that I created.
That's your doing? That thing powered by chaos?
I had a feeling you'd understand. You could see its essence, can't you? Please, help me. Help us all. You have to destroy that thing. Already, countless brave warriors have lost their lives at its hands.
Killings are not gonna end until someone stops that thing. And it looks like that someone has to be me.
Thank you.
You're my last hope. Although I built the accursed thing, I am powerless to stop it. It's grown far stronger than I ever imagined it would. With each victory, it consumes the soul of its victim, and thus it grows more powerful.
Lightning wins the fight! She's queen of the arena! The savior of the slaughterhouse! The goddess of death is celebrating tonight! What a fighter!
Oh, how can I ever thank you enough? The machine has been defeated, and at last his soul can rest in peace. You have saved him.
You talk about that machine as if it was a living thing. Do you think machines have souls?
No, of course not. But that one, it was special. It was not like any other machine in the world. The truth is, my brother's soul was inside it.
Your brother?
It was my doing. Alchemy was the key. It was forbidden magic. I knew that, but I yearned to try it. I took the soul of my living brother and placed it inside the machine.
That's madness. Why would you do something like that?
When people stopped dying of old age, I lost sense of the true value of life. When I carried out that experiment, it wasn't just my brother who died. Now that my brother's soul has been released at last, there's only one thing left for me. I must pay the ultimate price.
You want to believe that dying will absolve you, but you know that's not true. It's the coward's way out, that's all. If you really care about redemption, then you have no choice but to keep on living. You have to regret what you did for the rest of your life, until the end comes.
And if I do that, if I live for eternity suffering the guilt of my crime, will I find forgiveness in the end? Will the guilt ever be lifted?
I wish I could promise it will. But either way, you owe it to yourself and the men who died, whether or not it brings forgiveness. Sarah, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I've been waiting for such a long time just to see you. But I'm coming home now. It's been a long journey, and it's almost over. I've got so many things I want to tell you.
Yeah, me too.
Lightning, you're just like I remember. We haven't seen each other for so long, but you won't let on that you're glad.
You're my sister. You know me better than that. Like you always tell me, I don't wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah, The number of times Snow and I tried to get you to crack a smile, but we never could, except for that one time. You've always been like that, even when we were kids. But Light, when you've done your mission and I come back, promise me that you'll smile for me then, okay?
Sarah was right. Ever since I could remember, even as a child, I always kept my feelings deep inside. But this time, it wasn't a mask, and I wasn't hiding my joy. When I saw Sarah, I didn't feel anything at all. It's like whatever love I'd had for her was gone from my heart. On the very last day, the flower blooms.
You survived another day. What exactly was that white chocobo story? Did you call him...
Listen, when the final day arrives, Fang is going to try to save Vanille. I'm sure of it.
And what about you? Will you try to stop Vanille? Stop the Soul Song? You know it's God's will that it takes place.
Have you forgotten he's holding my sister hostage? The promise of her return, anyway. I've got to do what he wants, or else.
Interesting answer. Some people might take that to mean if it wasn't for the threat, you would consider defying him.
Some people might? What about you? Do you trust me?
Of course I trust you. I'm sorry, Light. I didn't mean to sound like I don't. I'll always be on your side, even if you do decide to turn against God. You know that.
Jingle, jingle, Miss Mighty. You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantabulously
Be careful.
You mentioned you used to cover high-profile stories. I'm investigating a story for a friend. Do you know anything about a man named Ranulf?
Ranulf? Yes, I think I do. Yes. The poor man's wife and daughter were brutally murdered over some business dispute. Happened quite a while ago. He lost everyone he loved in the blink of an eye. What a tragedy.
That's some memory you have. This happened centuries ago.
My boss put me in charge of that story. It's one that's hard to forget.
That's lucky for us. Ranulf himself asked me to look into the case, so he can know the truth. Do you think you can help?
Actually, I think I might be able to do just that. I can hardly refuse any favors from you now, can I? Except, I wonder if you wouldn't mind doing something for me in exchange. Nothing too time-consuming.
You already owe me.
Just to hear me out, please. You're helping all kinds of people, aren't you? Would you keep doing that, but when you're done, come tell me their stories.
Just their stories? Are you sure that's all you want from me?
Yes, I want to write something that will inspire people and lift their spirits. What better subject than you?
I've done what you asked.
I knew you could do it. That's great news for everyone. You'll be an inspiration to my readers. This will make a fantastic article.
I'm not one to preach morality, but doesn't that violate some sort of reporter ethics? Writing stories that you helped create?
The job of a reporter is to follow the truth, and that's what I'm doing. But if we're being completely honest, the real reason I asked for that favor isn't for a story. My real purpose was to observe you and watch you in action.
What do you mean? Why me?
I know who you are now. You help people, and in doing so you save their souls. That's the duty you've been assigned by you-know-who upstairs. You are the savior, aren't you?
Huh. You knew who I was all along.
Let's just say I had a hunch. But don't worry. Your secret will be safe with me. I won't tell anyone. Oh, by the way, I looked into Renolf's past. I found something that might be helpful. The case was cold for a long time. But it turns out they did find a suspect in the end.
So, was he arrested?
I don't know if this is good news or not, but the person in question appears to have passed away some time ago. Once the authorities saw the death certificate, they stopped the investigation.
You're right. I don't know if that's good or bad news. So who was the person behind this?
Some lowlife that was part of a criminal organization, specialized in petty crime. The Order had been on his trail for a while. But he was a wily little rat, managed to stay one step ahead. He went through aliases, but the one on the death certificate was Reddick.
Reddick? I met someone with the same name in the Warren. He said he'd been in hiding for a long time.
Could it be the same man? Is it possible he's still alive? But there was a death certificate and everything.
He mentioned that he was dead in the eyes of the law. And he also knew where Renolf's journal was.
Do you think he managed to fake his own death by forging the document to escape the Order's scrutiny? I suppose that could be possible. Then it looks like the case has been solved. We found our man. I'll go through the records again, in case we missed something.
It was Reddick, the man in the Warren with no name. Are you gonna tell Renolf about this?
If it really was Reddick, there's something I want to ask him first. Let's go to the Warren and see if he'll talk.
I'm collecting donations on behalf of the Order. We ask that every true believer gives 1,000 gil to God. Bless you. May the Savior free your soul. True believers who give up their wealth to God shall be honored by the Order.
Welcome! These are our... You're a lucky lady. We sell these things as...
Good evening. It's now 7 p.m. and the nightly festivities
Seems like something's troubling you.
The recreation and leisure
Are you like a mind reader or something? Are you a witch? Well, how could you tell? How could you tell?
I could hear you talking to yourself.
Oh, you mean I said all of that out loud? I don't like bothering people with my problems. I usually bottle it up. I guess it slipped out.
Why don't you try sharing with me? It might make you feel better, and maybe I can help.
You wouldn't mind? Well, as long as you keep it a secret. You're friends with the Baton Girl, right? I'm talking about the divine Candace, of course. The thing is, I've been a huge fan of hers since way before she became as popular as she is now. Watching her twirl that baton with a big smile on her face, it fills my heart with cheer. The simple fact is, I adore her. I'm totally smitten, and I've decided to confess my love. Any day now.
So, why not today?
Because she might turn me down. Or even worse, think I'm a creep. Then I couldn't sit here and watch her anymore. That would be awful. But I've got to do something. I can't go on living like this. So I've come up with a plan. I'm going to give her a present. That's what guys do, right? Give presents to the girl they like? She's obviously into fashion, so I'm going to give her an adornment. You know, something trendy she'd like.
Sounds like a good plan. What are you waiting for? Go get her the present.
I want to, but the adornment I want is so popular that you have to be at the shop right when it opens so you can nab one before they sell out. But I always have to work then, and I can't afford to take time off. If only I could get that present. I would totally go up to her.
All right. I'll go and buy it for you.
You will? Thanks. If you did, I could talk to Candace. Here's the flyer from the shop. It has all the details you need. Oh, and don't forget to get it wrapped, with a ribbon and everything.
According to my records, you already have the adornment he's looking for.
Here you go. I managed to get you what you wanted.
This is it. This is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. With this as a present, I will finally be able to approach Candace. All right, that's it. Work can wait. I've been putting this off long enough. It's time I talk to Candace. Hi?
Oh, hey! I haven't seen you around here in a while. And you're with that nice lady who helped me.
You know who I am? And you remember me? Gosh, I don't know what to say.
Of course I remember you. How could I forget? You were practically my very first fan. Even back when I was totally unpopular and no one would come to my shows, you'd always be there watching every baton twirl. So, anyway, what do you two want to talk about?
Oh, right. That is to say... What I mean is...
Are you okay?
I want to marry you, but we could just be friends. That would be okay. Whatever you want.
You should have just said the friends bit. That's when it hit me. Realization like a bolt of lightning. Watching this young couple's first exchange, I remembered something from far in the past. I once knew a young couple who were in love. Sarah and Snow. They meant the world to each other, but it took me too long to see it. The memory brought a pang of regret. What if I'd been there when they first met? If I'd seen the seeds of their love first planted, maybe I could have given my blessing from the beginning, instead of waiting until it was almost too late. Congratulations. So, Tommaso, are you glad you finally took the plunge?
Am I? And it was all thanks to you. You gave me the courage I needed. I mean, you're like our Cupid.
Thank you, Lightning!
Light, just now when you were watching those two talk, did you say anything under your breath, perhaps?
I don't think so. I was just thinking